I thought you were ready. We started recording.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm ready.
I told you,
Seryne.
Seryne en la casa. Seryne, welcome
What's
to
up?
the Aqui
Now
Chillin.
you came demasiado stylish.
Yeah. She's too
Oye,
fly.
¿Qué te pasaste? Yo vine aquí en chorcito, un tank top.
Ustedes tan fire. Ustedes tan fire. Mira, Arielis. Fire. Mírate a ti. Fire. We're fire. We're collective fire
I
here
like
right
that,
now.
I like
today.
that. Y oye,
You know?
y la ciudad de Nueva York today is on fire.
It's
For
on
real.
fire.
Del
El
calor
team
que
is
hace.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitivamente.
it's crazy. Welcome, Seryne.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome,
you for
Seryne.
having me. Thank you.
Aqui Chilling episode what?
23. Michael, tú eres Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Mira,
Jordan.
I was
Cha-cha.
excited to come and be like, yo, I brought the Seryne vibe to Aqui Chillin, que es un vibe.
Oh, you gotta throw that up. She on point.
Yo, Seryne got the voice to like do the voiceovers, man.
For real.
You know what's so crazy? You say that because I used to work for Univision.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah, I used to
Okay,
do
tell us
promotion.
about that.
So we could start from there. I used to work promotions though. Mm-hmm. And one day somebody was missing. The person that was doing the voiceovers was missing. And I was like, I tell the manager, I'm like, oh, can I try it? And he's like, y tú vas a hacer, tú no di que canta.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm
so-
like, no, pero yo puedo hacer eso también porque actúo. And he's like, está bien, you could do it, but if you mess up, that's it. You're not ever doing it again.
Wow.
Man.
And I had never done it. They give me a script on a piece of paper, and the guy's like, smile when you do it. Because when you smile, that's the energy that comes out.
That's
So I'm like, that feels mad funny. So he's like, no, try it. So I'm there with the paper like, aquí por X 96.3.
But did it work?
It worked.
Nice.
It worked. And it was a different type of vibe because I was used to acting.
Y votaron a la otra.
No la votaron. It was
Yo
a
la
guy.
voto.
Y le damos
It was a
trabajo
guy.
a
If it's a
Seryne.
guy, con más razón lo voto.
But you know what? It did open up, like, they kept coming to me, like, to do more and more. So it was good for me.
That's dope.
I would have been like, no, yo quiero la cabeza de coco aquí.
Diantre, cabeza de coco.
Ya te falta
He be-
respeto.
But it's cute.
Listen.
Cocos is
he
good.
He be mad fake, you know? 'Cause
I'm
he,
fake?
he fuck with it.
I'm
Yeah,
fake.
it's dope. I think it's dope.
He fuck
Nah,
with
that's
it, so
fire.
he be like, I gotta say something, because I can't fuck with it too
You know what
much.
it is? I can't rock that hairstyle. Like, I can't. So I gotta hate a little bit.
That's why you always
but
got
it's
the
fire.
hat. Is the hairline?
It's the headline.
I think it's
It's
fine.
time.
It's time. So Seryne, I like that story, the Univision story. That's dope.
Yeah, a lot of my stories start like that. Like
How long
real
you did that?
random. Well, the promotions thing with Univision, it was like 4 years.
Shit.
Oh wow, so you were
But-
there for a minute.
Yeah, and they gave me lots of opportunities. Like, shout outs to Univision because they did the whole Hispanic Day parade float with me.
Word.
Me and Chico
Word,
did a
we
few
was in
songs
there.
on there.
Word up.
Nice.
I got to do the Dominican parade for the Bronx. I ended up getting like an award from that. I got to do that twice. The parade, like the float, and the whole presentation.
Pues tú no
and
estás
everything.
fácil.
So,
That's
they
what's
gave me a
up.
lot of opportunities. That was
Nice.
good. That was good.
But you know what, guys? Yeah, y'all know what we want to talk about. We want to talk about Seryne. So I want you to take us back and let us know a little bit about who Seryne is.
Definitely.
You know, and how you got into the music and the acting. But let's start off with who Seryne is and give us a little background.
All right, so when we start with Seryne, so like when people are like, "Oh, what do you do?" Since sometimes people have to know like a little in a nutshell, I like to say I'm a singer, songwriter, actress, and then some. Because with that and then some comes like all the things that as an artist you have to do for yourself. So
Like the business aspects of
the
things.
business aspect of things, like I just finalized having my own record label, entertainment business.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. But let's start from the beginning. From the beginning, as a child, what would happen to me is at first I thought I was going crazy.
Why?
Como
Because
si you was adopted? What happened?
wasn't adopted. Imagine
What if she was?
I was about to say that. Imagine he said that, and I was like, yeah, but I actually was.
He
I would
should
have been like,
have.
damn.
I should have ran with that, right? I did.
Tú eres brutal.
Bien brutal, papi.
Le di un breakecito. No, because I would get random melodies and just like start singing random melodies. Along with the melodies, I would get characters as well. So like I'll sing something and then sometimes I'll be looking in the mirror and I'll act something out.
Ooh.
And it just came together for me. So that's why when people are like, can you do music and acting? Like, why don't you stick to one thing? It's like, you don't understand that for me, it's one. That character, sometimes I created the character first and a song came. Or sometimes the song came and a character came from it. So at first it was just like a little like, what's going on? Until I started growing and knowing that it was part of my art. It was part of my art.
Both things were part of your art. The
Both
acting
things.
and the singing.
Yes.
And why limit yourself?
You can't limit yourself.
Right?
You can't,
Why?
man.
Especially
Fuck what
with
people say.
today's age, everyone is so talented, and a lot of actors are also dancers, are also singers. They call
Yep.
triple threat. So why can't you do that and then some?
That's a
Of course.
fact.
Of
You know
course.
why? Because people that have no talents and can't do what you do, they want to limit people.
And judge.
And those are the ones
Those are the ones,
criticizing.
of course.
Yes,
They be like,
so
no, tú estás haciendo demasiada vaina. I could do toda esa vaina. You can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? La mayoría de la gente, lo que sucede es que when they talk like that, they're just trying to reflect how they feel about life
Yeah.
itself
Yeah.
on
Absolutely.
you.
Yep.
So it's not really that you can't do it. It's just the person telling you. They're just telling you what they think about themselves.
Yes.
They're telling it to you.
Yes.
Por eso no es bueno llevarse todo el mundo, lo que dice la gente, and you do what you got to do.
Listen,
right.
I'm all about the energy.
Facts.
Energy is everything. I'm at a point in life where I actually just came back from a huge break on social media. Chico knows.
Yeah, she was
Chico
out
was
for
like-
like 50 years.
Chico,
Social media
Yo,
detox.
the last
Yeah,
time
he
she
saw
logged
me
in was
one day.
95, bro.
95 before IG was a thing.
Gotcha. MySpace was even around.
For real. No, for me, it was just like, I just needed a moment.
That's
Chico
good.
at first was like, yo, what's going on with your IG? Like, where you at? I was like, yo, I needed a moment to take a step back and kind of go back to the basics before it became this whole thing, like everybody thinking that you have to report absolutely everything on social media.
That's not true.
That's not
You know,
true.
like, it was just like, I just needed a moment. Aside from the fact that I was doing so much, I felt like sometimes we're concentrating on everything we have to do that we forget that rest is as important. Or regenerating your mind and
Yes.
everything that you have to do. And just like, yo, let me concentrate on a step by step. Porque como dice mi mamá, el que mucho abarca, poco aprieta. Like, if you're doing too much, sometimes you can't get to that one thing.
Right. I like
Right?
that.
So I was like, let me take it back. And I don't have to report everything. And I needed that break. I took that break and now I came back, and it was also a break artistically because there were certain things I wanted to do with my music. And I was meeting lots of dope people, lots of creative producers, but I'm very involved with my music, because when I write sometimes, and Chico knows this very much, sometimes I get a melody randomly without the guitar, without the piano, and I'm not in front of the piano, and I'll hit him up on WhatsApp.
real.
Yo, find me the chords to this so that by the time I
That's
get
a
home,
fact.
I don't have to spend time doing that.
That's true.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, you guys have written music
Yeah.
together in the
Yeah.
past, right?
Yeah,
And we just finished
definitely.
writing a dope track too.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's dope.
We got something
Word
coming.
up.
That's the
so-
vibe. That's the Aqui Chillin vibe,
That's the
though. You
vibe.
feel that's a
Yeah.
Seryne vibe. That's the Aqui Chillin vibe.
Yeah,
it's
man.
all collaborative effort.
Yes,
Una
it
colaboración,
definitely
right?
is.
Yeah.
It
Why
definitely
not?
is.
You help each other grow. That's the whole point.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And probably-
That's like my musical brother right there.
Word up.
That's what's
And we met
up.
in the most random way ever. The person that introduced us, I don't even keep in touch with
I
anymore.
don't even
You know
me
what?
neither.
Yo,
It's
you know what's,
crazy.
you know what's crazy? That's my musical brother too.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, so we musical
So
cousins?
We musical cousins.
Wait, you do music, Carlos?
I used to. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, we used to write
didn't
together.
know
Yeah.
that.
Word.
You
You never heard
Oh,
our track?
snap.
I'm gonna play for you.
Yeah. we used to do
Yeah,
music
damn.
together.
You fake and you fake, because I never heard it.
Wow.
But now you know, and you will hear it.
You will
Put
hear
me
it.
on, put me on.
But yeah, Chico's very talented, and look, you see, he brings the vibes.
Chico definitely brings the vibes.
I go like hard on Chico, but one thing I have to say is like he shows love to other people and other artists. It's like something that a lot of artists keep bringing up, that is like a competition, and with him it's not like that. It's like a brotherly love always with
dope.
me or with other people, other artists as well. So props to you for that.
Wow, a
most
compliment.
definitely.
Wow, de Ariel.
Wow. That's a pearl.
Because they always fighting.
Now, you know what it is? I think it's me maturing. Cause
yo, let me tell you something.
Point,
that's key. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yo, team.
Maturing.
Word up.
That's a fact.
Cause at first, I used to be talking shit about, I used to hate on people. Like, yo, ese tigre no canta más que yo, and he's over here doing this. You can't look at it like that.
Yeah, you gotta focus on your journey.
Focus on you got a different journey. Él ya está haciendo su vaina.
Exactly.
Focus on you. While you talking this, you could have been working on something.
That's a fact. But that's growth right there, bro. I'm proud of you, man. That's
you know
what's
what I'm saying? You know it could take you 20 years, but it doesn't matter as long as you just stay with your thing.
And you stay consistent.
You segue into respecting the process.
Yeah.
There you go.
You have to. But when you're young, you want to rush.
Muchacho.
You want to rush everything. Pero like, nah, ya yo tengo 22, 23, 24. Ay, me estoy poniendo viejo porque that's what people tell you.
Yeah.
Pero mira, fucking Elizabeth, after 20 years, that song.
Ahora que está comiendo de eso.
You know what I'm saying? 20 years, that song is 1998. Y ahora que está sonando duro.
Es que yo le digo a la gente
you gotta
eso.
chill out.
You have to
And he was
just
probably,
trust.
quién sabe, él quizá estaba taxiando.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
He could have been doing whatever.
Whatever
it
it was.
just like trusting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He had
like
so much faith in his talent and his work that he never gave up. You know, so that's what counts. At the end of the day, it's consistency. Sooner or later, algo se va a pegar. Y no tiene que ser algo internacional, pero sooner or later la gente va a reconocer el trabajo de la persona.
Yo, o even si no llega.
I was
tú
just
estás haciendo lo que tú
thinking
quieras
that's
hacer.
crazy.
Exactly.
Bro,
Yes,
that's
you're
a
living
fact.
your life, you're living your truth, you're living your dream, whether 1,000 or 1,000,000 people listen to it, or you just doing it and healing through your music and living your life and living your truth. This is your dream, and that's what you're going to go for.
Yeah.
No matter what, who says what, it could be the closest people around you. The important thing is, like you guys said, you got to believe in yourself and believe in your dream.
Seryne, I feel like we got to talk smooth in this episode.
It's cause
Like I feel like yo, porque ella tiene la gafa Hollywood. Ariel habla suave ya.
Really?
And I feel like Chico and I are mad loud. And I was gonna ask you, how did the music thing start?
Like, when you say how, you mean...
When? Like, where? Were you... Actually, before you even tell us that, were you born in the States?
I was born here, yeah.
Okay.
I was born here. My mom was born in DR. I have Mexican upbringings, my dad.
Nice.
So it's a nice, vibe of cultures. But when it started for me, it's hard to say. I was very young when I would hear music, and I could feel it in my chest. I cannot explain how it is to be like 4 years old and you hear a love song and you feel it like you've been through that. At 4, I had not been.
You were crying? You were listening to... Were you listening to...
esa bachata, because bachata is my favorite. We're going to put that out there.
I thought she was going to say some Marco Antonio Solis.
Listen, that Marco Antonio Solis. But bachata is like, it does something to me that nothing else does to me. I love music in general. I'm an eclectic, so it's like, I love everything. But bachata to me, that was the first genre that I feel that I felt it on another level.
Oof.
You get me? Because I love guitars. And I came to know later on in life that it just was something that was in the family. I have musicians in the family.
There you go.
I randomly picked up a guitar one day. Yo no sabía lo que yo estaba haciendo. And I'm strumming things, and my cousin that does play guitar, he's like, "Oh, that's a chord." I was young too. He's like, "Oh, that's a chord." Then I left it for a little bit, never touched it. Came back to it again when I was maybe like 15, 16. And it was just, again, random, because what I was able to do is I can hum something, and I didn't know those are like chords, those
notes.
are melodies, notes or whatever. It just naturally came to me as young as like 4 years old. So I was getting those feelings at that age, but at 13 was really when I picked up a pen.
To start writing music.
That's young
to start
too,
writing.
That is young.
I think I started at around the same time, 13.
Yeah.
Writing.
Really?
Yeah.
But I started with poetry.
Okay. A lot of people start with poetry, right?
So did I.
Yeah.
Because of my sister.
So I when I was young, I used to rap too, and I started the same way, just
with
writing poetry.
Poetry, yeah.
Yeah.
Got you that with rhyming,
Yeah, it helps with the rhyming. At first, there's some things you might write that you're like, this sticks. Yep.
Yeah, and I think the coolest, because I still write a lot today, but more like ideas.
Right.
I like to write But what I like about writing is that you're able to like put your thoughts on paper. Like you're able to like filter stuff out.
Yes.
You feel me? Like
Therapy.
it's therapy kind of. Yeah. So that's definitely what I still like about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you
13.
13, you started writing.
13 I
What-
started
and what
Do you
writing.
still, go ahead, Chico.
What age you started taking it seriously?
No, seriously, yeah. It was like I released my first thing by myself, like on iTunes in 2012.
Oh,
That
okay.
bachata.
Pero
That was like 20, somewhere in my 20s.
Oh, the bachata, that one. I
Yeah,
like that song.
Yeah.
I love
yeah,
song.
her bachata's fire.
yeah.
I forgot
Did
how
you-
it goes.
So like, but that was when I did that. Like if you're asking me when I started recording in a studio,
In a studio, yeah, like
that was like 17, 18.
Okay.
17,
So
18.
tú no estabas en el hooky party como...
Como tú.
No. yo sí, pero... No sé.
la vecina.
What? Why are you pointing at me for?
Una muchacha tan
I thought
seria.
you-
I
I
was
thought
like,
you
what is he
realized.
talking? I
I
didn't
thought you
realize. I
realized.
was mad
Oh,
lost.
man.
I didn't go to
Nah.
hooky parties.
You gotta
Listen.
follow her steps, you see.
Yo.
A los 17 estaba trabajando en el estudio y tú ahí en hooky
Grabando.
party
A los
peleando.
17, I was in church.
She was.
Church and school.
That's what they call
you
it
knew
now?
me at 18?
18, I knew you.
And she knew I was
There
in
you go.
church.
She was a church
Before.
girl at 18.
Yeah, nothing wrong
That's
with that.
cool.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah, but that's when I started recording. But it was.
But let me
really
ask
like-
you though.
Go ahead.
Who got you into the studio? Did you decide one day, I'm going to the studio, I'm dropping some fire?
Yes, at
Oh,
that
so
time.
yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
excuse me.
What happened was this, like, for me, it was always like, yo, how am I going to get to that next step? What am I doing? Because you can't sit around on a porch waiting for somebody to find you. Some people have that luck, but that's not what it is for everybody. So I had just gotten to college at 17 because I graduated a little, early.
Oh, shit.
And that was my moment because, my parents weren't on my back much.
As much, right?
I think like me saying it lower, they're not
Yeah,
going to
I
hear
hope
me.
Mama
They're going to
didn't
see
hear
it.
that.
Uh-oh.
Mami,
So-
te escuchando.
That was my opportunity. I was like, oh, now I can network. And that's when MySpace was a thing.
Ooh, MySpace. I miss MySpace.
Right. So I had mutual friends that had mutual friends and they were already recording. So I myself contacted them like, cause they were already like, they saw some pictures. Oh, that's dope. I like your
But
style.
were you on their top 8?
Listen, I wasn't even on that top.
Okay, because MySpace days, that was like
Yo.
a lot of friendships a lot of relationships
Yes.
went down the drain because of that whole top 8.
Seriously.
Listen.
So many
Yo,
arguments.
AA removed me from top 2 and put me on 5. I ain't talked to him for a whole
Gotcha.
week, bro. Alright, that's how it is. I thought you was my brother, bro.
Yo, they get top 5. You mad?
Yeah, I was mad.
That's still top 5.
I was 2. Yo estaba número
¿Y
2.
quién él puso como número 2 en vez de ti?
I don't
Who's
know.
one? Tom?
I think it was Tom, man.
Because Tom was supposed to be the number 1.
Yo.
Funny.
Nah,
So
nah.
you started networking through social media back
Yeah,
then.
I
That's
just started
dope.
contacting them, and then what I did was the Lloyd. I don't know if you remember that singer Lloyd. He had a song.
Yeah,
Of
that
course,
time.
yeah.
He had a song that I went to my friend's house and I made like the Spanish version.
Nice.
That was just like for me to discover what I sounded like, to get comfortable on the mic. 'Cause it's a process.
It's a process.
It is
Hell
a
yeah.
process.
Like
People don't
you singing
understand.
at home and discovering your sound at home is different than when you get in front of the mic and discovering what you got to do.
Because
Yeah.
to that point, when you're at home, you're in your comfort zone.
Claro.
And when you step into the booth for the first time, you're out of your comfort zone.
It's a wrap.
It's a rap. It's
And remember,
different.
you're just hearing like how we talking right now. I'm hearing if I hear the recording, I probably don't like how I sound.
Exactly.
It's different. I've
It's
taken people to the studio for the first time. They were like, "Yo, take me to the studio. I want to record something." I'm like, "Cool." And then they be like, "Yo, nah, I'm off today. I don't feel like." I'm like, "No, bro. That's how you sound.
That's how you
That's your
sound.
sound."
Yeah.
That's exactly how you
That's
y eso,
exactly-
que te ponen algo, tú sabes,
Yeah.
que if
Te
puts your
pasan,
voice like
yeah.
real nice and
No, even
Ooh.
like rapping or and like, you know what I'm saying, que no hay que entonar. They'll be like, "Nah, oh, that shit sound mad weird." You sure that no doesn't not, bro? Eso
Nah, that's you.
That's how you
That's you,
sound.
bro. Eso no tiene EQ. Eso no tiene nada.
Yeah, you got to get used to it. It's
Yeah.
the thing about the process is like there's like 50 levels of a process. There's like figuring out how you sound at home, getting into the booth, learning your sound there, and then learning how to finesse your sound in ways that you want it to sound, because it's not like you're changing your voice. You're not changing it, but you're getting it to do what you want it to do, what you hear here. To get it to what you hear.
What do you think about finding your sound? Because a lot of times, a lot of artists step into the booth, right? And they do their music the way they do it. But that's not really how they want to portray their sound. You know when they say like an artist, he found the sound, he got a hit, that's his sound. Do you feel like you found your sound or you found it a long time ago?
I definitely found my sound. It took some time.
Right. It takes time, right? It takes time to develop it.
It took some time because, you have to learn how to drown out the noise of other people. So you have people telling you what you're supposed to sound like. Right? Yeah. And you go through that whole thinking that you have to please people on what you're supposed to sound like. But we're all born with a tone. So if I'm born with a lower tone, I have a specific range and a specific sound already. That doesn't mean you can't push it and grow with it, but you still have your tone. Yeah. So you can't sit here and try to have your tone or his tone because you were born with your sound. Right. So the first thing that I had to learn was, this is my sound. Now I have to love my sound. Aside from loving my sound, I got to finesse my sound my way. Porque yo soy yo.
Eso incluye your boundaries too, right?
Exactly, your boundaries.
Right? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you got to know. But because it's like people think, I'm going to sing all the way up here and I'm going to sound fire. I'm going to sound fire. And it's like, no, you have to sing all the way up there in your range. And if it's not in your key, that's on a whole nother thing. Like if you're not singing in your key.
That's facts.
If you're not singing in your key, it doesn't even sound right. You know what, like you got to bring it to your key to then finesse it and do your runs and do whatever and like.
This is finding your sound, the 101 right here.
For real.
With Seryne. For real. That's a fact. You guys keep on Seryne right here is fucking schooling people.
It's levels of the process.
For people que entiendan más, como un Ozuna, right? People are like, yo, he's not like a singer, pero él tiene un tono altísimo para un hombre.
Yes.
Like it's high. Like even for me, que yo canto.
Porque tú tienes un tono alto también.
Pero I can't sing a song comfortable en el tono de él.
It's being comfortable.
I got my tone, I got my range.
Okay, so so that's another one. You gotta know your range,
It's being comfortable, and like people make you believe like, oh, well, how are you going to sound like him? Or they make guys feel like, oh, well, why do you sound like a girl? Yo, that is what they were born with. Let people be born with what they're born with and work with what they were born with.
I was just thinking that. I was thinking about Romeo. Look at him.
Romeo, people be like, yo, pero él ni sube. No, él canta en un tono altísimo.
Claro,
that's a high tono.
Claro.
But he no se forza porque es natural. That's his range.
That's his tone.
He's like, yo, él canta así, normal, and you don't see him like forzando nada, pero ese tono es alto. Trata de cantarlo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Y por eso él te puede cantar todas las canciones que te canta en una noche.
Muchacho.
Porque el artista que se forza no puede...
Él se ronca más gritando y vaina.
But then it's crazy because then you hear men say, oh no, he sings too high for me, he sings like a female. So it's like no matter what you do, people are gonna judge you.
That send his songs to females like, yo, mi amor, yo te dedico esta canción aquí.
Ya tú sabes, te la son
las 5 de la mañana.
Yo no he dormido nada.
Oye esta.
Y después comienzan a hablar, sí. Mi amor, escucha esta.
You so silly. I cannot.
Love it. It's true though. That's a fact.
For real.
Seryne, so then, music. How did the acting begin?
Well,
let's talk about that because I feel like
I started doing it professionally.
Because I've heard your music and I love it, and we're gonna talk about your latest music in a few. But the acting, how did you get started with that, and then how did you get started with it professionally?
My first role was as Goldilocks.
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 ¿Cómo va a ser? I see the gold going on. What is the gold?
Falta los locks.
Espérate, porque eso eran hace años atrás. Before I cut off the locks, No, Goldilocks and the 7 bears or the 3 bears.
The 3 bears.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, 7? You confusing Cinderella, I think.
No, that's Snow White, actually.
Snow White. Esa es Cinderella.
Ya estamos.
Están borrachos ya.
No, is that we're not
ya no, ya need a refill.
as well.
Might
as well. Pues sí.
It started with that.
Yep.
So, lo que estaba pasando es que en la escuela, they were doing like little auditions for Goldilocks. They already had one. And then I came and I was like that I wanted to be Goldilocks. And they were like, oh, we already have one, but you know what? It's fine. Audition. Mm-hmm. I auditioned. They ended up liking it so much. So they had 2 Goldilocks.
Wow.
Yeah. So what they did is that, they ended up having both of us and we would just come in and out at different parts.
That's cool.
So that's when I was like, ooh, I like this. I like this whole thing. Because remember, I was already creating those characters. I didn't know what was going on. Then fast forward, middle school, my teacher, she wrote some play. And it was about this princess that she was like very, como quien dice, she was entitled. And I'm the opposite of that. I'm completely like not like that. But when she was having people like read the part and I did it, she was like shocked. She was like, that is not you. And you completely sold me on it. So that was middle school. I did that. And I was like, ooh, I definitely like this. Mm-hmm. High school comes and I was in drama class. And my drama teacher, she was very out there and like high sprung. And I'm very low key. I'm one thing on stage and like in the studio and maybe singing live. But in real life, I'm very low key. So I was like, I'm in this drama class. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I really want to do this because this teacher is out there. She was out there.
Like hyper out there or like?
Hyper. She'll put you on the spot. Ooh. And she pushes you past your limit. She takes you out of your comfort zone.
That's good.
So that's when I learned about not staying in your comfort zone.
Nice.
But I wasn't trying to hear that at the time. Yeah. I was like trying to stay right here in my little box. Like, let me do it however.
And warm.
Right. That teacher was not about it. And she was just like, she would call me Suge. Because we're not going to talk about my birth name. But she'll be like, Suge, come here. You're going to do this. Sue something.
Why not? It's beautiful.
Sushi?
No. Nah. I love my
Your
birth.
name is fire.
I love
Can
my
we
birth
hear your
name.
birth
I'm going to
name?
say Suhaili.
I know it.
Suhaili?
Suhaili Gomez.
Su what?
The whole,
Suhaili.
excuse me, don't
Suhaili?
do the whole government.
Do you
That's
want me to
fire.
do the whole government?
Don't do the whole government.
Right.
Suhaili?
That's fire.
I like my
Isn't
name.
That's a really nice
and it's
name.
unique.
Yeah.
Suhaili.
Yeah.
I still have
But Suhaili is
on
not
the
Seryne.
content.
So they used to call you Suj?
So they call me Suge or Suji.
Okay.
I have so many nicknames.
That's cool.
But she said it's Suhaili, it's not Seryne. So let me get it right. Seryne.
Suhaili isn't Seryne, you know?
It's
We'll
like,
get there.
It's like Carlos isn't Los.
Oh,
Right.
excuse me, Los.
But it's there.
But you get it, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
But you get it, right?
Damn, I'm not cool like yeah.
Why? Not because Arielis is just, that's all you need, Arielis.
I guess.
Arielis
But
with a
continue.
K.
With a K?
Where's the cake?
Yo, he always.
What?
Arielis.
You cutting people out here?
Yo, you just had to.
What is wrong
Te
with you?
pasaste.
Eso está bien brutal, bro.
Brutal, nene. Te
No, it's
pasaste.
Nacho, papi.
Yo, what?
So high school, you over
So
here.
this teacher took me out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And we did a drama show with 5 shows and she put me in 4. So it was like
4 out of the 5? That's
4
dope.
out of the 5.
Okay.
And at the time I thought she was picking on me. She just really believed in me. She's like, she had me doing a comedy sketch and I was like, what? And then she had me doing a drama sketch and she had 2 others in the similar range. And, you know, she pushed me to a limit where it was like, I definitely knew this is what I wanted. I definitely knew that they both came together. Mm-hmm. And it's one thing when you're doing it at home, and then another thing when you're on stage and a whole bunch of people are laughing at something that you're like, yo, I didn't think this was that funny. And I didn't even write that. Like, the teacher wrote it, you know? So that's when that was, like, solidified for me, the whole acting. And then moving forward, I left it for a little bit. You know, it was just there. It was just something that I would practice in front of the mirror. But I decided to do like background work. And I got on Orange is the New Black. So it was like,
That's
on
fire.
Netflix, right?
On Netflix.
And I saw the picture. Yo, she was there.
Wait, you were on the first season?
Fourth
Season?
Fourth
I didn't make it
season.
that far, but I'm going home. Which episode?
I'm on episode, well, I did the whole season, but like that you could see me is like 2, 8, and 10.
2, 8. I'm watching. I'm putting it on
tonight.
Yo, when
I'm going straight to the 4th season.
When the Orange is the New Black came out, I thought it was dope. My attention span sucks, man. Like I'll start a season, I don't finish. I never finish.
Nah, but that's okay because we're all in the era right now where the attention span is it's a thing. That's
a
thing.
It's a little embarrassing to say that.
I don't think it is. I bet you there's something else that does grab your attention.
Reading. I read.
Exactly.
I read.
That's perfect.
I'm the same way. Like I'll watch TV and it's entertaining, but as I'm watching, I'm like, damn, I could be reading right now. I could be doing this right now.
I never used to read like that. After, what was it? So I had to study. I'm a CPA, a certified public accountant. So,
shout out to you.
Thank you. So I had to study 4 different books. I had to like thick ass books. I bust my ass doing that. And after that, like I did it so much that after I passed it, I was like, I'm gonna burn these books. Didn't burn them. But after that, I stopped reading. And I got this itch. Like I needed to read. Like literally, like I studied so much for it that I needed to read. Started picking up books, bro. And I have a whole bookcase that I've just read. Like I'm reading like a book or 2 a month.
Damn.
Good for you.
That's what's up, bro.
But you know what they say though, right?
What?
Every CEO, millionaire, billionaire reads at least an average of 60 books per year.
Really?
So whether you're doing it on an actual with an actual book or like online or however, like that's dope.
Damn, that means AA reads about 100 books.
That's a lie. ¿Tú sabes por qué? Porque
Dime,
yo soy millonario y yo
Acho.
no leo ningún...
Brutal.
Tú eres un millonario and you only offer me dollar pizza.
No, yo soy millonario de felicidad.
Every episode.
De
Es que los
amor y
millonarios,
felicidad.
oye, that's how they stay millonarios.
I was just thinking that.
Así es que son
verdad.
millonarios.
It's true.
They keep it simple.
Word up. I got to 2 slices.
No te preocupes que el equipo aquí chilling, vamos a crear algo grande. And we're gonna put kids to read.
The kids to read.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo? Espérate. No more drinking for him. Espérate. We're gonna put qué?
What the fuck was that?
We're not gonna leave no kids behind. I say kids to read.
Oh, kids to read. I
What
thought
did I
you
say?
said que Seryne. I'm like, wait, what?
No, I heard kids to read.
Oh,
like,
you did hear
No.
kids to read?
You're drunk.
Oye, di que ahora he heard kids to read.
You ain't hear
Nah, I
shit. You
heard
be
that.
lying like,
Nah, I'm just
you
playing,
stay
guys.
lying. Why you
So
always
Seryne,
lying?
so
Di que ahora.
that was when Orange the New Black is when you got your first. Is that your first professional gig?
How was that?
That
Y'all,
was my-
you was in a trailer and all that?
Nah, I wouldn't. Eso es por
Eso
chinga
es,
ching,
okay.
tú sabes.
Eso
But-
oye, pero-
Óyeme.
Brutal.
Eso también.
Está brutal
Óyeme, bien
eso.
brutal, bro.
brutal, tú sabes, eso es chinga ching. No, actually, that was the first thing that I submitted to that I saw a casting for, right? And I was just like, but listen to how I manifested this, because manifestation is everything in life.
That's a fact.
Everything.
I agree.
I saw the casting and I was like, oh, I'm gonna send this picture, and I was like, I'm gonna get it. Right? I'm gonna get it. I promise you 5 minutes later they called me. They were like, oh, we want you to do this. And I was like, great. That was the first time I ever tried background acting. Now, while on set, you know, there's a whole like, they could pull you at any moment and just put you there to be featured.
Right.
So that's what happened. We need Dominican gang members is what they were looking for. And then they just, they came to me and they're like, come on. And boom, me pusieron ahí. Y ahí yo salí como di que la mala.
Oye, porque para que el que no sabe lo que es Orange is the New Black, eso es una serie en Netflix,
sí.
de mujeres que están en una cárcel de mujeres, right?
Yeah.
Completamente, y no es fácil porque there's a lot of gang members.
Yes.
And that's why you're saying they pulled you in as a Dominican gang member.
Because they are separated, like, you know, the whites, the
Yep.
blacks, the Dominicans,
Yep.
and everything. So that day,
Were you wearing the orange jumpsuit?
Yeah.
No,
Chagas.
no, the second episode
I saw the
was.
picture.
The second episode.
Yeah.
The next episode, that one, I was wearing the brown one. That
Okay.
means that you already in.
Oh, you had the shank.
I had the shank ready to go.
You made it out of the
don't mess
toothbrush?
with me. You can, don't mess with me.
Damn, Seryne.
Oye, el tío mío was like, ven acá. He's like, ¿y qué tú ibas a hacer si esa mujer que estaba al lado tuyo te da como un cocotazo, tú mirando la mala así? I was like, que ella no me iba a dar a mí.
Oh.
And he was like, oh.
Ella sabe que es lo que es conmigo.
Yeah, so that was that for Orange. And I just kept submitting. And
Yeah.
I continuously kept getting more background work on other shows that were wonderful opportunities. And then there came a point when I was like, okay, now I want to try some shorts.
Short films.
Yes, short films because I wanted to be able to showcase my talent as an actress, and I started getting short films. I did Surviving the Hunt, I did C, I did For the Love of Music, which actually was shown on Revolt TV last week.
Nice, congratulations!
So thank you. Shout out to the director Chad Quinn, Ty, Omar, everybody involved.
Damn,
because they gave me opportunities. I did 3 things on that.
Yeah, let's fuck it. Let's cheers to that shit, man. What the fuck is going on here? Cheers to Seryne and those accomplishments.
Carlos out of nowhere.
Let's go, champ.
But no, that was
That's beautiful, Seryne.
It was. Thank you. It was a great opportunity. I did production coordinator, acting, and they put my song on there too.
Wow.
So it's just a constant hustle.
Yeah, it is. Life is a constant hustle.
A constant hustle.
Yeah,
just like you all know, you're all artists. You're all artists, so you know that it's just a constant hustle, and that's what it was. That's the process of singing and acting.
Wow.
Damn.
So that's deep.
That's fire.
That's
I
dope.
love
That's
I
fire.
saw a short
You've done
film.
a lot. That's a lot. You've done a lot, man. Because
Aren't you writing something?
I am. You mean on the acting tip?
What?
Yes.
Where?
Come on, talk to us about this.
I'm writing a web series. It's called Predestination. Yes, it's called Predestination, and it's something short form.
Yeah.
I'm writing it for people to be able to consume it in the span of 3 minutes or less.
Just a short film.
No, it's short episodes.
It's a series.
It's a series. It's a
Pero de 3
Nice.
minutos.
I like that.
That's
I like
fire.
that. That's fire, of course.
I was just gonna joke around and be like, yo, we should do a TV show de 5 minutos episodes. And
Yeah.
Look, she's way ahead of you,
that's
bro.
crazy. Yeah, you ahead of the game.
I think it's just we're all on quick time right now.
Yeah.
And we want to absorb things quick. So I was just like, why not do something real quick?
That's true.
But it's web series that's also music and acting. It's music is involved in there. So
Nice.
the actors will be they'll bust into song.
How? It's almost like a musical? Short, 3-minute.
I prefer for it to lean more toward a hip opera, like that Carmen thing.
Hip opera?
Yeah.
The fuck? That's dope.
Opera.
I never heard of that.
No, you never saw Carmen on MTV with Beyonce and Mekhi Phifer?
Some years ago.
What?
Yo, I'm fucking
You seen that?
en una cueva.
I don't remember seeing the whole thing. I think I saw just a clip.
All right, so what you're going to do is this homework.
Okay.
Go on Netflix and look up Carmen, the hip opera.
Carmen as in Carmen?
Yes.
The hip opera?
Yes.
Hip-hop.
Oh, tonight.
Yes.
That sounds fire, though.
And you're gonna see in between, even something similar to Empire, they do the same thing. Que ellos están actuando is the whole storyline, but in between they bust into song.
Yeah.
And the song has to do also with whatever's going on in the whole
dope.
thing.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm writing right now. That Chico's referring to.
Yo.
Right. So how far in are you?
I'm at the finish line right now. We've already started filming some of the scenes.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, and we have to finish some things, but
Cool.
yeah, I'm already close to the finish.
So
line.
this is your first direct writing and directing gig, you would say, or
in terms of web series, yes.
Yes, okay.
Writing and directing in terms of music video stuff, I've done.
oh,
So
nice.
in terms of music video stuff, when it comes to the whole concept of the music video, the story, and putting it together with the songs, I've done that for my own and other people's as well.
Nice. So I also, yo no sé si ustedes no lo han visto, pero on your gram, there's this latest song you've been promoting.
They're falling in love.
Yeah.
Yo, I was just trying to play it right now.
That's what you was looking for?
But I
I
forgot
was
we
ready
on-
to
we
put
on-
you on
we on
blast. I'm
airplane
like, yo,
mode.
why he
but-
on his phone?
Because real friends support real friends. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, why he on his phone?
You already know my
outta here.
iTunes got the Chico in there.
That's a
That's
fact.
what's up.
But I can't play
haven't
it right now
downloaded it.
'cause-
I'm gonna download it de una vez.
Appreciate that.
Pero I heard it. Yo, that shit sounds official.
Thank you.
Tell us about that song.
And by the way,
process
I love your voice on that pop.
Yo, that's
You
why.
had-
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why it sounds
When you
official.
when you say you sound fine, you sound. I think that's
That's what sounds.
the
It's
sound.
in there. It's in there. It's definitely in there. There's other things coming that you guys haven't heard that.
Okay.
I
heard
take
something. I'm not gonna say it.
Yo, why did you hear something we
I
haven't?
heard something that's fucking fire, yo.
I don't care.
It's so fire. I was like, yo, you need to do this for you.
I was writing it for someone
For
else.
someone else. And I was like, whoa, I had it on repeat. I'm like, can you play it again? Can you play it again? Can you just leave it there? It's so dope. I can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope you keep it for yourself.
I'm definitely keeping it for myself. But there are some things that I write that I'm like, this is fire, but it's not for me. You know, I know for sure it's for another artist. But yes, falling in love, that dance type of stuff, what I want to do is bring my Latina side and like everything from our culture into the dance music. Yeah. That's what I'm aiming to do. So yeah, I love dance music because it's like you could talk about being in heartbreak, but still dance to it. Like,
dance to it. I love it.
Don't sleep in that song though.
Yo, I love dance music.
Definitely not.
Because even if you recorded it, it could be 5 years ago. Still push it, like, cause it's
I always
single,
push it. You see me putting it on the story all the time.
It's good. It's really good. So real quick, because I love this. One of my favorite questions to artists is, what's your writing process? Do you when you sit down? When you sit down, like, do you put your shades on right now? The smooth shades?
Oh, shit.
I just want to know, right? I just want to know. Come on, give me some sugar.
You stay with the shades.
Like, I
she
love them
always
shades.
wearing different
I
shades.
love them. Like, that's your look right there.
Listen, I always loved shades since I was a kid. And I used to say that when I would get to, like, Beyonce, Jay-Z status, I was going to have my own line. But now we're in the era where we don't have to wait to get there.
Exactly. So many resources, right?
Yeah. I just buy prototypes to like know the type of shapes I'm going to have in my line. You get me? So like when I wear this stuff, it's like a trial basis, you know, just to see how it goes. I like those.
So I'm going to give you an idea. And I don't want credit for it.
I
just want to rock it. You need some shades that is shaped like a spider.
Yo, I knew he was gonna say something crazy.
That's fire, like both sides, right?
Like
here.
I'm gonna get you your spider shades.
Like a spider.
No, but that should be like if you put it on your website, put like exclusive type shit.
Cacata style.
Cacata edition.
Yo.
So when you write music, tell me let's dive into your music, your creative process.
I have different creative processes.
And I know we can't chill forever. But
we still got a little time.
All right.
We still got a little time.
She wants to chill more. She wants to chill more.
We got time. We got time, man, because we haven't even like gotten into a few things. So
give us some head.
Let's go.
So there's different processes. Sometimes I hear something while I'm walking in the street and the chords are fire, and I'll take out my phone and I'm just like humming the melody, and when I get home, I start writing to it.
Nice.
Right? Sometimes I'm going through something. Sometimes I'm going through something and I'll sit in front of the piano or the guitar. Now, I'm not Carlos Santana or, Beethoven or anything like that, but I know chords. I know how to, I know how to construct chords and what I want. And if I hum it, I can also find it.
Nice.
So I'll sit in front of that and I'll like, whatever I'm feeling, that's what I'll put out. Right. And then I work with it. Because sometimes the melody is there, but the words that I'm writing to it don't fit the melody the way I want. Because everybody thinks it's so easy. We know this. Yeah. Sometimes the melody is there, and that melody is it. And the words we're putting is like, that doesn't fit.
Right.
Hold on, I got to scratch that, put this. Hold on, I got to scratch that, do this. Or sometimes I just stand in front of the mic with just my feelings and the beat if I have it, or just the acapella if I have it, and I'll just hum the melody I have. Sometimes I have the melody with the lyrics. Sometimes I don't. But the melody, for me, is the most important part.
It is.
The melody first. And sometimes I have the chorus way before I have the verse. Okay. Falling in Love, for example. First of all, that song, that I created that and wrote that. It was like, I want to say 2010.
Oh, wow. For real?
Wow.
Before I met you?
Before you met me, I got so much.
That just means that you're not the one inspiring the true art.
Crazy.
So relax, man. Relax.
I have
you
so much.
You see why I call you fake?
Why?
You mad fake?
Yo, you mad fake? Because
I thought that fake?
Yo, cause I was there like when she was recording it, and I thought I was like, yo, I got the dibs on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get to hear the exclusive. Pero ya un tigre que ya tiene 35 años la escuchó.
Muchacho.
That's 2010.
Let me tell you something. It's just like it was in the glove compartment, you know, because I had not like the beat that was there for it. It was cool, but my heart was telling me it still needed to be something else.
But that says a lot about the song, because if it was done in 2010 and I heard it, I didn't know that. I heard it recently.
I revamped it.
But there's something timeless about it. So that's good, you know. So
that's good.
You should definitely push that song. I think the song is fucking dope. I haven't heard the whole song. I heard the snippet from IG, and I can't wait to listen to the whole thing.
Thank you. It was, you know, I revamped it. What I did was I did the hook first, and then I worked with a producer in Africa with that.
Word?
Yo,
yeah.
she was communicating with some dude in Africa.
Like this, really, like
so you got some sick drums in there.
On WhatsApp, like, listen, on this part, instead of doing that, do this. Like.
Okay.
Yo, we live in a fucking amazing time, bro.
He's
What a time to be alive.
Right?
Yep.
That Drake album that he called "What a Time to Be Alive," that's a fact, B. Because look at that, you literally collaborate with someone you don't know
in Africa.
In Africa, on the other side of the world.
Yep.
That's dope.
Technology, man.
That's dope. Go on, yo, take notes, people.
Word up.
But that's the
Tú no
problem.
necesitas vuelo. You just need WhatsApp.
WhatsApp and determination.
And good Wi-Fi.
Good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, good Wi-Fi.
Yo, research.
I was gonna say que yo Skype. Remember Skype? Yeah. People still use it.
Yes, people should use Skype, definitely.
Yeah, you know, WhatsApp, video call, and FaceTime, they kicked all of that out of the way.
Yeah, they got everything.
Yeah, they're smart. They're smart.
So, Seryne, let's talk about where do you see yourself in the future? Where do you want to go with your music and your acting? How do you want to merge the two, and where do you want to take the two?
All right, so I keep it simple. Like I paint the picture for everyone. You see how J-Lo is simultaneously releasing music and also acting?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, just the Seryne
love
version.
It.
I love it. Yeah, that's dope.
Just the same
and
thing.
J-Lo's a fucking great example, yo.
Yo, for real.
She kills it on the big screen.
She did a TV show, right? Like, that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
And she simultaneously releases music.
And then you got fucking concerts to worry about.
Yo. And I think she had like a residency at one of the Vegas, one of those big resorts in Vegas or hotels.
Yep.
She does a lot, man. And that goes back to the whole conversation we were having earlier about don't limit yourself.
Not at all.
Can't.
Why would you?
Not at all.
Especially in this era with so many resources. You know, and your mom is right about tratando de abarcar tanto y not really getting nothing done.
Yeah.
I know she didn't say it exactly that way, but that's the message. Pero también yo pienso que hoy en día con organización, disciplina.
But that's why she was telling me.
Yeah, you could read. You could definitely. You could
yep.
definitely be a little octopus with different tentacles reaching in different.
I like that.
In different
you could be
pockets.
A little octopus with little tentacles.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
That was cute, right?
That was cute.
That was cute. That was really cute. I like that.
Put a little, when I look at it like that, put like little emojis around, like
little octopus all over.
Like a little heart.
Can you transform him into an octopus or nah?
Like a little Pokemon.
Yo, team,
for real.
Put me into Squidward.
Octopusicon.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, that didn't sound right.
What the fuck?
No, I thought of
Octopusicon.
I thought of a Pokemon. I thought that was a Pokemon name.
Pound it.
Octopusicon.
Eso está heavy ahí.
It was all right. Octopusicon.
Yo quiero ver lo que tira eso.
Yo, make me a shirt.
It was
that
so
says,
heavy that they were like, "Yo, what?"
Yeah, like that was innovative.
Yeah, that's fire. Yo, team, Dominican shirt with Octopusicon.
Octopusicon.
That's fire.
So no, I mean,
sorry.
And yo, we
Seryne,
all
you
did
see
it.
what happens here? This is what happens, Seryne.
yeah, but this is family. I love it.
I know, I love it, man. So let's talk. So right. So then
That's like the blueprint that you can, easy to see. Mm-hmm. I'm also big on like business. I have a business mindset like crazy.
Hold up. Remember, she said she got a label now.
Yes.
What's your goal with the label?
That's what I was going to get into. So the first artist that's going to be launched on the label is because I'm going to prove what I can do with myself first.
A true leader leads by example.
Exactly.
That's the way to do it.
Exactly. So, everything that I've learned in terms of marketing, in terms of image, in terms of everything, I'm going to do it, apply it to myself, put it out there. And then my whole big thing is to be that company that it's more about helping the artist rather than, you already know, the business.
Yeah.
The business is crazy. Anybody that's in the business, they know what the business is.
Right.
So I know that there's also, you have to worry about your business and making money, but I don't want to be that label that was just like, it's all about the money. Mm-hmm. I want artists to feel like, I came here and I truly became something else, became what I wanted to be. But it was more than just, how many followers you have right now. So
as a business, you're pretty much telling me that one of your mission statements is to literally develop artists.
Yes.
And take them to the next level.
And
literally like your teacher did back in the days, take them out of their comfort zone and bring out the true artists in them, right?
I mean, that's how it goes way back. Like
that's how it used to be, right?
Yeah, but that's going back to the roots. Because nowadays labels be like, ¿cuánto tú vendiste sin mí?
¿Cuántos seguidores tú tienes sin mí?
Yeah, exacto. Not just like, how much are you producing without me? Okay, now if I put myself in the picture, we're gonna go. Nah.
So in other words, you're saying that labels have gotten lazy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. That's what it is.
Okay.
They're like, yo, I don't gotta work. I don't gotta work like that. Like how before they used to be like, yo, damn, this guy, nobody know him.
I can do this.
He sing nice or she sing nice.
It was about talent.
We just gotta promote and like really invest. And eso día, there was no social media where it's free. That people from Chile, Colombia, DR, everywhere around the world, they could see you for free.
Yeah.
You had to go travel.
You had to fly out there back in the days.
Exactly.
And pay for promo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you don't need that no more.
Because it's so easy now, the thing is like, all right, it's so easy now. So we want to see what you're doing for yourself. What are you doing for yourself? Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
That's why when people are like, when they ask me like, can you give me some type of advice? Because I have people that are close to me that they're like, yo, you're always doing something. Like, what should I do? I look at them and I'm just like, honestly, do it yourself. Because you can, like, if you want to act, you can act. You have a phone, put it if you don't have a tripod or money for a tripod, and I'm telling everybody this, there's times when my tripod was broken. Yo lo ponía on top of something where I could see myself and you act. Yeah. Or you send in that self-tape for your audition. If you want to sing, you go ahead and you put up video singing on your Instagram. Do it yourself. Yeah. Like, editing videos, I taught myself that. Like nobody,
we got YouTube for that.
Nobody, you have YouTube for everything.
And we got apps also for everything.
Everything.
Do it yourself.
We got apps for everything.
It's like
that's why labels are like with all due respect, that's why they've gotten lazy because they want to see what you've done for yourself.
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
I get their point though.
And I don't blame them.
I would be the same way if I was.
I don't blame them. You know why?
Bring something to the table.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't blame them in the sense that back in the days, people used to sell albums. People don't sell albums nowadays, unless you're like the Beyonce or the Drakes of the industry.
And to be honest, even if they go platinum, I think that's a little bit for them.
Yeah. So
you're talking about people that have 30 million followers and they just getting 1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But nowadays, you could literally start something on your own and monetize it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's more. I feel like as a label, my advice would be to you, and this is me, I always come up with like dumb ideas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure it's not dumb, Carlos.
I would focus on like teaching. Mm-hmm. I would if I were you, I would come up with like a educational workflow for your artists and just let them know like, this is what you do to get these type of followers. This is what you do to show your music to the world, and just like guide them. Because I feel like labels, they just want you to come in. They don't want to develop. They don't want to train.
Never.
That's like if you were in like,
that went out the window.
I work in corporate America, and there's something about corporate America that's pretty cool, which I'm not planning to stay there because I have my own entrepreneurial goals and shit like that, and I want to leave and be self-sustainable. But they do train their employees to be able to produce in order for them to get to the goals that they want to get to. So as a label, if I was a label owner, I would take my artists and I will fucking put in work to like, you know, this is what you got to do. Yeah, I want you to go out there and do the footwork too. But, you know, at least everyone has to put a little bit in.
Everybody.
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah, it's definitely a thing that's good to have available. But it also depends on the artist that you're picking. Some artists want to do that. Some artists just want, which is a beautiful thing. Yeah. I love that. But some artists just want to concentrate on, I just want to sing and for you to do whatever has to be done for it, which is fine. So then that's when, as a label, you have your roster of, who you're going to want to like reach out to or want on your label, because that's when you're just like, all right, do I want the artist that just wants... That's why labels do so much and get so much.
Right.
Because we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about, like, everybody's like, the label always they give you these 360 deals where they get a chunk of everything. And people don't like that, but they don't realize, listen, that label is still taking you from A to Z. And everything that they do, because let me tell you something, to sit at home and build absolutely everything, whether it's the description of your song that you're putting on iTunes, okay, the image the photos that you're taking to then make the album cover, to then figure out the marketing process, to then market it, to then get it, all of that, that's a different job task. So people just see the fact that it's like, oh, they're giving these 360 deals. That's horrible. But if you think about it, it's like, why don't they deserve a chunk of everything that you're making when because they invested in you and they got you to a certain point.
I agree.
That's why you're making that money. So it's just like that decision has to be there. You need to know like who you want to work with, who's willing to learn. Some artists want to learn that.
Right.
Some artists want to learn. Some don't. Some
artists just want to do the music.
And it's okay. That's okay because
some
people just want to do the music and that's fine.
Yep.
But like the message that's there for the people that want to excel and feel like, what should I do when I have nobody right now? Because that's the place that I come from. Not having anybody at a certain point. Do it yourself. Because if you just take that one step of doing that one thing, it's going to take you to the next step. You get me?
That's a fact.
So
that's
one thing
that's
that
how
I would
it is.
say.
That's true.
You got to invest. Cuando tú no tienes nada, like that's how I started too. I invested mad money. Especially and even when I started college and you get that financial aid money, eso se me iba en música.
Claro.
Toda esa vaina.
Yo una vez aprovechaba ahí
para el estudio. Studio time, wow. Y vamos a grabar y you know what I'm saying?
And if you don't have it, build a package of yourself and who you are as an artist and go out into the street and find someone that you're going to present this to that might want to invest in you. It's just about taking that step to do something. So if you don't have the money, if you don't have $1, right, to go to the studio.
Is someone's making a beat?
Somebody.
Yo no sé.
Vamos a cantarle.
That's not my fault.
All I hear is
It's
burr,
not me.
burr,
It's not me.
burr, burr.
Debe de ser en el cuarto algo.
Los wifey. Tiene que ser la esposa de Los.
Oh.
Sí.
Era una bomba. You see something, say something.
I'm like, yo, what the hell is that sound?
Nah, that's dope. And you know,
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
I think it's just the willingness of finding a way to do it. I think that there's always a way.
If you really want something,
You're gonna find a way. You're gonna find a way.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the money, you could find a sponsor somehow, some way.
Seryne.
Just build a package. Build a package. Show what you have, and bring that to someone. Because they're going to want to be like, well, why am I investing my money in you?
Right.
What are you, like...
Why should I?
What do you have? What do you have?
Yeah. That's
so
true.
Build something.
That's true.
So find the way. And if you don't know how to do that, go on YouTube, like, how to create a business plan.
Because mucha gente canta. Saben cantar. Mucha gente rapea. Okay.
But what differentiates you from everyone else?
Exactly.
Yeah, damn, Seryne, that's dope, man. You know, we can't chill forever, pero para la jóvenes, the younger generation that, you know, one day will look at this video podcast, will listen to the podcast. What advice do you have for them?
Be yourself.
Nice.
Don't let anybody around you, even if it's the closest person to you, even if it's your person that you think is your hero, change what you want to do or who you want to be. Because following your heart is ultimately going to get you there. Your instinct is everything. And just because you're different or you don't look like the person next to you, or you don't sound like the person next to you, doesn't mean you will not get to where you want to be. And then some. Nice. Just do what you want to do. Be who you are and follow that. Who cares if that best friend of yours told you that song sucked? If you felt for some reason that was it, do it.
And as a woman, as a Latina woman, has there been challenges you've... we can't, again... Questions just keep coming up.
Let's keep talking about it.
And she had the fro before.
I seen you with a picture. Dope.
I like it.
I seen the picture.
You can rock a lot of looks.
I seen her with the short fro next to that palm tree. With the two-piece on. We child.
In Mexico.
So
it was not Mexico.
It wasn't Mexico?
I don't know.
Was it?
That shit was Puerto Rico.
No, what?
No, I'm joking.
Mexico.
Oh, I was right.
So as a Latina woman, in this world, right?
You're hitting home here.
What challenges have you faced? I'm sorry, I just had to ask.
Don't say sorry. Go with your instinct. I just said that.
All right, let's go. You know me, I'm always asking questions. Let's go.
Listen, as a woman in the industry, it's always like you're overlooked. You're overlooked. I can be telling you to your face like, yo, I write music. But they're not listening. They hear you, but they're not really listening.
They don't take you serious? Is that what you're saying?
They don't take you as serious, but it's like one of those things. Well, the people in this world already listen to you, but they're not really listening to hear you. You understand what I'm saying? Like they looking at you like this, but everything you're saying is going over their head.
But they hear you and not listening.
Exactly.
In this industry,
that's how it is.
Hombre.
Yeah. Pero
que son perros.
Como una persona.
Brutal. No.
Que yo conozco.
I don't know who's that. That's you better start chilling.
Yo no. Look at my hands. I'm not pointing any finger. Like that.
Muchacho.
The challenges have been like, I even wrote a song about it. I didn't release it yet. It's coming out on this new EP that I have coming.
Very good.
How many songs in that EP?
Huh?
7.
How many songs you said? No, I got 6 songs.
Damn, I was off by 1.
Before the EP, I'm gonna put out some remixes to give people some free stuff. Like, yo, take this, take that, and then the EP is gonna come out. Because I took a little break, so it's only fair if I come back and I give them something before I go ahead and ask for you to find my music. You know what I mean? So, the challenges that I face often are them wanting to date me before actually doing business.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, that's like the interview process pretty much.
It's just like
with no disrespect, but
no disrespect. It's always just like, like that slight hint of flirting, or just like I'm talking about the business aspect of things, and it's just like, yo, so when are we gonna go to this dinner? And it's back to like the other stuff, and it's just like in the song I say something as like, yo, if we don't have to have a filter on here, right?
Nah, go ahead. You can
you've been filtering this whole time? You've been filtering this whole time?
A little bit. So there's a line that I say, something along the lines as, if you weren't concentrating so much on your dick, you would know that there was more worth in doing business with me.
Ooh, that's fire. Damn. Let's do a shirt.
Another shirt.
Another shirt. That's a
Mama,
you hear that?
I love you, Mama. Sorry, but
Mama, she's a grown woman, smart, intelligent woman.
No, sometimes you just have to put it like that, because I was in a situation one day where I was like bringing something wonderful to the table, and that person, all they could do was talk about like, yo, this date, or like, you're so beautiful and you're so gorgeous. And I said, let me ask you something. Because I was over it.
Oh, you was tight.
Some people tell you have to kind of play around with that to get to a certain point. But it really depends on the person that you are and what you want to do. And I was like, let me ask you something. Are you really interested in what I have to bring to you, or are you just trying to play games?
Ooh.
Because if you're trying to play games, I have no time to waste on you right now.
Well said.
And that's often what comes to us as women. It's just like before they listen to you about what you have to say, really, because I could be really presenting something to you that is like, tomorrow it's another million in your pocket.
Right.
But you were too busy on the other thing that was like hanging heavy on you.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Word up. And not believing in the talent.
Yeah.
So was like, yo,
that's one thing.
You mad cute. Yo, you sound good, but yo, you trying to catch that Toy Story 4 movie?
I was thinking about the Lion King.
Stuff like that. Or they don't take you serious. Like, they won't listen to you right away. But then, when you're on IG, you put like a little sample of the song you wrote. And it's like, oh, esa canción que tú pusiste. ¿Qué es eso? You didn't tell me about that? Actually, I did tell you about that.
You were just not thinking with your head. Here,
right, you were thinking with the other head.
It'd be like, that's
so
crazy.
that happens a lot. But you know, it's a beautiful thing because things like that really, as a woman, it makes you stronger. It teaches you how to come correct even more every single time. And it just teaches you how to filter out those people that you're not supposed to take them serious. Right. You got to thank the universe when it shows you things like that.
And avoid them.
Sometimes it's red flags like that help you, te libran de problemas. Because, a veces, porque fulanito tiene una posición que puede darme una oportunidad y ponerme en una posición a mí en la cual yo puedo buscarme un par de dólares o esto. A veces no vale la pena porque... Claro que no. Como dicen, sometimes you end up selling your soul.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. People think, that whole term, selling your soul, it's so simple. It's literally you going against your morals.
Yeah.
That's what selling your soul is. Yeah. You're not doing witchcraft. No. You're literally just going against things you believe in, and now you're fucking voiding what you knew you weren't supposed to do. Your gut feeling told you don't do it, but you was like, nah, you went and did it.
Yeah. Another thing is like, as a woman, they don't want us to talk about certain things.
So we chilling.
I'm gonna talk. No. But I mean, in my music, I'm gonna talk about all those things. So I'm gonna talk about cheating on you as a man. Even if I've never done it, I'm gonna talk about it because let me tell you something. Like, often,
but wait, don't talk about.
Hold on. What?
Don't talk about what?
Don't talk about what?
Yo.
Don't talk about what?
Yo.
Don't talk about what?
Don't talk about. Nah, I was gonna say don't talk about putting raisin in pastelitos because that's disrespectful.
Putting what in pastelitos?
Raisins.
Because
then I wouldn't listen to your music. I wouldn't listen to your music.
Let me tell you something. Now you're not gonna listen to my music because I think raisins and pastelitos are
really.
Fire.
I don't like raisins and pastelitos.
I was joking the whole time. You try to throw me
yo, on some seriousness, I'm with you on that. I don't like that.
I don't like it. You like it?
I don't like raisins in your pastelito.
Yo, you my enemy desde hoy.
For real?
Like that.
Let me tell you something.
enemiga mía.
Te voy a decir algo.
Pastelitos.
Yo siempre soy tu enemiga y mañana soy tu amiga.
Porque tú eres feca.
Bien brutal. Quedó eso.
So you're willing to talk about anything, which is good.
I think that we're all human beings. Why is it that as a woman, I can't talk about cheating on you? Or why is it that as a woman, I can't talk about the same thing you talk about? Because it's like, oh, you're a woman. You shouldn't be doing that. And I think that the main reason why I want to do that is because, like, growing up in our culture, especially, women are supposed to do certain things. Men are supposed to. This is why I love Liz Bell's episode.
Shout out to Liz
Bell. Because she was speaking to me. Like, I was like, everything you said in your book, that's what I want to put on pen. You know, like,
Arielis, you got homework to do because we need you. We need you to get Liz Bell. We're gonna get Liz Bell. We're gonna get Seryne, and we're gonna get a girl round table.
A woman
round table. Ain't gonna be Chico and I.
I get the girl.
Yo, Carlos got that fire ideas. You know what I'm saying? Those are all those books you be reading, yo.
You know why I agree with that? I'm like, yo,
I like that idea, Carlos.
I like it. I like equality. I like equality.
You like equality?
Claro. Porque mira,
listen, he wants you to open the door for him.
Stop exactly. I'm like, yo, mira.
Explícame.
Gentleman, no, borra gentleman. Ya no. tú me puedes abrir la puerta. Tú me puedes mantener, olvídate.
Tú me puedes mantener.
Claro,
oye,
y yo te barro, yo te mapeo, olvídate.
Está bien, mira, I'll give you that. Te pueden mantener.
I stay home with my dog. That's
Great.
I like the cleaning part. You better be doing
That's
something.
fine, but you make sure you come correct.
Yes.
You
better be
doing
correct.
At home with the babies, with everything.
I'm like,
Make
get the
sure-
kid
I don't think
princesa.
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
I
nothing
don't
wrong.
think there's anything wrong with that. And there was a time where women were doing
Nah,
that, right? They were at home.
You know what we're gonna do? I think this is gonna be a good fall episode when it's like when we could wear like little scarves so we could protect our necks and shit. we're gonna
because I love to punch.
we're gonna bring we're gonna have Seryne, Lisbel, and Arielis here, and we're gonna have a little.
You heard that, Lisbel?
Lisbel, we're gonna bring her back
Yeah.
because Lisbel is so fucking dope, it's insane.
Beyond dope.
Very knowledgeable.
Beyond dope.
Seryne, so how you feeling,
yeah.
bro? How you feeling though? You chilling?
You feeling the
You
vibe?
feel good?
Aqui Chillin, you know, the
Thank you.
Seryne vibe on Aqui Chillin. Es un vibe. It's just like everything.
Se siente.
This
Se
is
siente,
family.
se siente.
I appreciate you guys.
You know it's family.
It's family.
Everybody
love
that
it.
come here is family.
Yeah.
It's
But we've been family for a long time ago. But we
Yes.
I keep chilling family.
Yes.
You guys are solidifying the whole family.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Creatives, I love it, man.
It's amazing. You know what? It's amazing to come to a place where they're like, yo, what's your process of like making music? You know, that's like, I love that. You know why I love that question? Cause
It's one of my favorite questions.
music is life. Really, the process is life.
It is life.
Yo,
Life is the process.
life is the process, and music is a soundtrack to that process.
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro.
Yo, that's
I
fire.
wake up.
That is fire.
Yo,
Damn,
I wake
Carlos,
up. Yo,
you need to get that tattoo.
I wake
Yeah.
up in the morning.
I need it in
I'm
my
telling
back.
you this.
Wait, can you repeat that though? What was that? So I could make sure I get
Life is a process, and music is the soundtrack to that process.
I'm definitely gonna get it tatted.
Carlos.
That's
I'm
fire.
serious
that
because
is
I live my
fire.
life like that. I literally wake up when I go driving to work. I listen to music 24/7, like, and it sets my tone for the day.
Yes,
When
it
I'm
does.
feeling, it sets the tone. Be like sometimes
Oh,
I listen.
escúchame, it sets the tone, B.
Oh.
I said that.
Yeah, you did.
Es
You
que
did.
esa
no,
pasión,
no,
esa-
no.
no, esa es la pasión de la música.
No, pero es
Like, for
verdad,
real.
porque, oye, te digo la verdad, mira, hay momentos que yo me siento de cierta manera y pongo cierta clase de música.
Yes.
Te digo, yo a veces pongo jazz instrumentals and I read. With no lyrics on, just instrumentals on, I read. Sometimes I fucking put fucking mystical, shake your ass when I'm driving to
Shake
work.
your ass.
And I walk, no lie, and I walk in the
Tell me what
office.
you working with.
Yo, and I walk in the office with my AirPods on, and I be like, I walk in, but I'm ready to start the day. You know?
It got
Nah.
you. It got you
Yo,
going.
Los is a philosophical, professional ghetto
right?
motherfucker.
He
in front of her.
is. He is.
That's
he
him
was
right there.
twerking
Yo,
and
listen,
jazzing all
and
at
you know what's
once.
crazy? I don't even like to categorize myself. I'm just me.
You just you.
Labels
I'm
are
be you, Carlos.
I try to be
labels,
me.
throw that
That's
shit
right.
out
I throw it out the window.
I hate labels.
And that's why, a lot of people, oh, you want to do this podcast, you this, you that. Nah, man, I'm me.
Tú estás
Exactly.
I'm
chilling. Tú estás
chilling. I'm living my
Exactly.
life with my
Los.
friends, my family.
That's it.
And estamos tranquilos, estamos
You're just being, yo.
tranquilos.
Aquí chilling.
Aqui chilling. And that's why we
chilling.
started this, to keep the connection, keep the vibe,
That's
and
a
spread
fact.
the vibes. We're trying to spread the vibes.
Spread
We're
the
trying to
vibes,
make
Carlos.
everything people do, what you do look cool, what Chico does look cool, make reading look cool,
Es que all that
make
is
Ariel's
cool.
puffy hair look cool.
Ariel is
Ariel's
squatting
curly
me.
hair. Yo, all that is cool.
It's cool. It's
All
how you,
that is cool.
yeah.
Ariel's
All of that is cool. Ariel's curly
I meant to say
hair.
curly hair. I meant to say curly, but
Ariel's
fuck it.
dope ass
your
hair.
throat after this episode.
Damn.
I'm gonna wear a scarf.
Ariel's
Let me
dope ass hair.
let me just say something for them curly girls. Your hair's supposed to be frizzy. Your hair's supposed to be puffy. Let it be natural, be you, and love your curls, ladies. That's all I have to say real quick.
Of course.
Since Carlos called my hair puffy.
course.
Now I'm playing.
Don't let me take out my curls.
Don't let me
Don't
take
do
out
it. Yo,
my caco.
Damn.
Seryne,
Yo.
thank you so much
Word
Most
up, thank
for
you.
chilling with
most
us.
Most definitely.
So when the eyeglass brand coming out or the eyeglass line coming out,
Listen, you said you already said that it's gonna be Ariel's, Lisbel, and I here. I'll
Yeah.
bring you a little something.
yeah, let's talk about it.
Boy,
Listen,
soon.
we're gonna do it for sure. We'll reach out to Lisbel. Hopefully she's available.
Wait.
I'm sure she will.
The EP Any dates? Not dates. If you don't want to give dates or like una época, fall, winter.
The EP is in the fall.
Okay, very nice.
The remixes before the EP is gonna be all in the summertime.
Nice,
so that's coming. And
I better listen to some shit.
And the films, the short films still coming in.
The films are always like, that's a constant thing. I'm always posting things like that on my IG. They're on my highlights. I keep it on my highlights, and I try to keep you guys. When I say you guys, I mean everyone. Like as updated as I can, especially after taking this huge break. So everything on my page, I always post it, and I'll always post it on my website too, Seryne.com. So.
Dope.
You know, that's the thing.
Seryne, thank you so much for chilling with us.
Word up. It's
been a pleasure. Estamos chilling. Episodio número 23, right?
23.
23.
This is a special episode. MJ episode. Michael Jordan.
I'm mad. I didn't remember. I could have worn my Jordan.
You don't even know who Michael Jordan is.
Excuse me?
Y'all, we're gonna leave it at that. Aqui Chillin, episode 23. We out.
Yeah, leave it at that before I choke him.
Espérate.
Dime, Seryne, ¿qué tú quieres decir, no?
Hold on.
Seryne, this is your episode. So this is yours. So what you gotta say?
We're not gonna make her sing. How are we not gonna make her sing, yo?
I like that.
It's because team is cutting us. It's not me. Don't blame me, people. It's team.
Y'all
never seen
y'all
it before. Team is slick.
Seryne right now.
Seryne.
You're not gonna give us those
Si tú no vas a decir algo, dínoslo. Pero vamos a querer que tú nos cierres el episodio with your vocals.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let me
Yes.
No, I did want to say something. In terms of any woman, any man, any artist, anybody doing what they want to do it. You know, everybody's always asking like, yo, why'd you shave your head?
Oh,
because you look fire.
Thank you.
So está bien.
Thank you. But this goes for all little girls out there. They used to raise me saying que la belleza de la mujer está en el cabello. Right? And I was like, nah, fuck that.
That's true.
I'm going to cut my shit and show que la belleza de mujer está por dentro and what she brings with her confidence.
Oh, right? My God. That is fire.
So that's something
I got excited.
I want to say that to all these little girls out there, like, yo, it doesn't matter what your hair looks like.
You can have long or short hair.
Or you can have no hair.
Right. Love what you have. But this is for everyone. Love what you have and bring you. And then also this song that I'm about to sing, this little snippet.
A little snippet.
This was created, back to our process. I wrote this. It wasn't me per se that went through this. I saw a few of my friends going through something similar to this where they had just broken up with someone. And you know, like when you break up with someone y tú hablas con ellos en el teléfono, and just with hearing their voice, it just takes you to a place where it's just like, fuck.
The emotions you hear in the voice.
It's like, I just went 10 steps further and I heard your voice and you fucked me up.
Damn.
Now I'm thinking about what we went through, like the good times, the bad times. But although the bad outweighed the good, now the good is outweighing the bad just because of the feeling I got from hearing your voice. So, let me go ahead and see.
Do your thing.
Let's see if I remember it a little bit. Okay. Con solo escuchar tu voz, mi alma se parte en dos. Empiezo a recordar la magia de nuestro amor. Cada momento bello, aunque ahora seas ajeno, te anhelo, mi amor. Al pasar de los días, meses y después años, tu cuerpo estaba presente, tu corazón siempre ausente, gritaba solo amarme, egoísmo fue tu arte y aún te anhelo, mi amor. Es que tú eres un mal necesario, ese dulce narcótico me tiene enviciada, siempre termino siendo presa de tu cárcel, pensarte. ¡Qué dolor! Es que tú eres un mal necesario. Ese dulce narcótico me tiene enviciada. Siempre termino siendo presa de tu cárcel. Solo por amarte.
Wow. Aquí Chillin con Seryne.
Stop playing.
Episode 23.
You so high to get so serene.
Yeah.
So serene.
Síganos ahí.
You gotta do it.
Surrender, baby.
Surrender, baby.
Seryne, thank you so much. Aquí Chillin.
Thank you.
Episode 23 con
Thank you for having
Seryne.
me. Thank you for having me.
You got it.